Hey yo, what's up everybody? How are you doing? How have you guys been? This is Bayo Adio, the Nigerian nomad. I am a Nigerian American that currently just vlog about his travels with the high emphasis on the relativity to Nigeria. But now I am in a French island off of the Mediterranean coast called Ile-de-Frioul. It's one of the islands on the Mediterranean that's off of the Mediterranean Sea, as you guys can see behind me. So we got an Airbnb that is right there. Let me show you guys. Our Airbnb is literally right there. And then there's boats. And then we have to catch a ferry from Marseille into here. And then the goal is to come and explore nature. Anyways, today's video is to talk about why diasporans like me are investing in real estate and why you should consider investing in real estate in Nigeria. But for now, enjoy this view. I'll find a corner and I'll come back and chat with you guys. Take a look at this beautiful island. All right. Alright, welcome back guys. How are you doing? I hope that you guys enjoyed the beautiful view of this island. It's amazing, isn't it? Africa, Nigeria, we all have beautiful natural places like this. We just haven't taken the time to like beautify it, make it explorable to tourists. But we're gonna get there. But this is not the purpose of this video. This video is to talk about why diasporas like me are investing in real estate in Nigeria and why you should also be doing the same. Alright guys, I am going to go down the list on my phone here, and then hopefully by the end of this video you have a good understanding of why people like me are investing and why you should also be taking advantage of this once in a lifetime opportunity. Alright, stay tuned. All right, welcome back guys. So let's dive in through this list. I'm going to keep this list points list to 10. All right guys, so let's dive in. So the number one reasons why Nigerian diasporas are investing in real estate in Nigeria right now is because it's affordable. So right now, if you're comparing what things cost in Nigeria comparison to the West, it is still more affordable to have land in Nigeria right now than in the US if you're kind of into real estate and you want to invest. So that is one reason why I feel like people are investing in Nigeria right now, because it is still affordable to do so. Places like higher population that are highly commercialized, like Abuja, Lagos, Port Harcourt, Kano, Enugu. Those places obviously are a lot higher than the other places, but even then, majority of the houses are still cheaper in comparison to on the west side. So you can get more bang for your buck investing in real estate in Nigeria there. Number two, some people are taking advantage of the opportunity that exists. So right now in Nigeria, we have a lot of people, over 200 million people, over 20 million people in Lagos. So we have a huge population growth that keeps growing 2 to 3% every year. And we have a housing deficit. So there's like a housing shortage in Nigeria right now, especially in the popular cities. So that's what's causing the prices to go up. And more people are coming to Nigeria. And I don't know if you guys would believe this. I talk to a lot of people in Nigeria that are not necessarily from they're not black, they're not Nigerians. And when I talk to them, they actually came to Nigeria for opportunities. But I know it's hard to think that people are coming to our country for opportunities when other people want to stay out. But the more and more people that are coming in there for the opportunities, the more housing is going to be needed, especially with all the things that's popping up in Lagos right now. So yeah, so I think people are seeing the opportunity, so they're buying the land, building the houses, and getting ready to have all these people as tenants or as clients in the nearest future. So that's second reasons why Nigerian diasporas investors are investing in the real estate market in Nigeria right now. Number 3, it's the rate of appreciation. The rate of appreciation in Nigeria right now is nuts. It's crazy, especially in those bigger markets. Like there is properties that people bought for like, I don't know, a few like $1,000 that's worth like $50,000 now per plot, especially if you look at places like Victoria Island and Ikoyi. Even in Ibejuleki, that's a new emerging market, like a year or two ago, people were buying land for so cheap, and now it's like in millions, but it wasn't even in the millions before. And guess what, guys? It's very, very, very rare that I've seen real estate value go down. It just keeps going up. So I think the rate of appreciation to like leverage your money, your dollar pounds against inflation, rather than keeping the money in the bank, people are realizing that it's better to keep it in an asset that's tangible. That means you can see it's a physical asset, but that's also appreciating in value. And you guys know cash right now, every time you hold on to cash every single day, the cash is actually losing its value. Whether it's Naira, which is, the inflation in Naira is crazy right now, but all the currencies, dollar, the cash is losing value. So the smart investors, instead of holding on to cash, they're putting it into things that can appreciate in value. Things like real estate is the biggest one. And Bitcoins and all that stuff is still a little bit shaky because that fluctuates a lot, but long term, it's still appreciating in value. So cash is becoming useless. So the smarter people are building assets rather than holding on to cash. All right. So that's another reason why people are investing. That's number 3 reason. Number 4, it's diversification of investment portfolio. So if you're an investor like I am, one of the rules of investing is you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Not in one country, not in one investment portfolio. You want to diversify. So whether you have some funds in real estate, some funds in crypto, some funds in, I don't know, Europe or USA, maybe some in the stock market, some in agriculture. You just want to have a little bit of diversification so when one thing crashes, you have another backup plan. And the way the world is happening right now, I think it's smart for anyone to diversify their investments into Africa right now. So another reason is diversification of their investment portfolio. So I don't think I'm saying take all your savings and dump it into one place in Nigeria, but you should be taking a portion of your investment and investing in Africa. All right, so that is point number 4. Now, point number 5, black people, Nigerian diasporans like me, and when I talk to older people that are like buying land, that I'm helping purchase land, one of the big reasons that I keep hearing is that they want to build multi-generational wealth. So maybe they didn't grow up with having any type of leverage to get started in life. So if the minimum that they can do for their kids is to have a land that they can pass on to their kids so their kids can have a little bit of leverage to get started in life, to become more successful, a lot of people are doing that. So I would say multi-generational wealth, something to live for their kids, is very popular with the people that I'm talking to that are a little bit older. They want to build a legacy for their kids. They want to help set the future to be better for their kids. I even have some people that have consulted me for real estate. They're even buying for their kids that's like 1 or 2 year old. So that way in like 10, 15, 20 years, this land that they just bought would have appreciated and the kid would have something. All right. So that's number 5 reason. Number 6 reason, in continuing to that, people like me, a lot of people are actually looking at real estate investment as a retirement plan. So like for example, if you're an entrepreneur like me, I don't have 401k. I don't actually invest heavily in the stock market. I don't invest in things that I don't fully understand. I have a few things in the stocks, a few things in crypto, but the one that I know that makes sense to me is I can buy a land, like a whole bunch of land right now that's cheap, and in 10, 20, 30 years when I'm ready to retire, it can appreciate enough in value to where I can sell one of the lands, sell a few, have money to live off of, or have continuously rental income that I don't have to work for. So I think that is also another reason why people are investing in real estate. If you can't afford it in where you're at in the Western world, at least you can afford it in places like Nigeria that's still emerging. So I would say real estate as a retirement plan and is a good reason why some people are investing in Nigeria. And some people are also investing because eventually they do want to come back home and settle. They're tired of the Western life. They're tired of not feeling like they belong. They're tired of discrimination. They're tired of not owning something or not feeling valued. So they eventually want to build their dream home and then come and sell it in their own country with their own people, knowing that there's wahala, but they can figure out how to overcome it. There's no better feeling than having a home in your own home. All right, so that's number 6. Number 7, a lot of reasons why people are buying land right now is agriculture and farming. So we're in the Western world, this is actually becoming a big deal. A lot of really rich people are buying a ton of agricultural land. And I think a lot of it is that, when you control land, real estate, when you control food supply, you're in power. So a lot of diasporas, especially in Africa, we have a lot of natural resources. We have the ability to dominate because a lot of people, what they use to run their economy is products that's coming from Africa, like cocoa, chocolate, all types of stuff, palm kernel, palm oil, all types of stuff that's exported outside of Africa to go into all of these worlds. So agriculture is becoming a big industry. Matter of fact, agriculture is going to be the biggest sector in Nigeria soon. So I think even if you don't want to farm, just buying farmland so you can lease it out to the people that want to farm, lease it out to a company in the future or sell it later in the future is a very smart idea. Some people also want to get into farming business. So that is another reason why people are investing in Nigeria right now in the real estate market. So another reason, so I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so I've gotten through 7 so far. All right, number 8, to me, I actually feel like real estate is the safest investment in Nigeria. I know you guys are going to be like, what? Are you crazy? I'm not talking about the people that have been duped or that have went through issues in Nigeria. It's because they haven't, they've worked with somebody that they didn't, betrayed their trust, or, there's I've heard a lot of horror stories of people losing their money. I'm not talking about that. I mean, like, once you've actually acquired the investment, it's the safest investment because you don't need staff, you don't need anything. The property can just stay there. You fence it off, you gate it, and you monitor it occasionally. It can actually appreciate in value without you doing anything to it. Or even if you rent it out, it can continue giving you cash flow as you're just living your own life. So I feel like it's the safest investment over starting a business where you have to hire employees and hire all these people to manage it and deal with all the different regulations that's happening. I feel like real estate is easy. You buy and hold. It's easy for people to think about rather than all the other ways of doing businesses in Nigeria. So that's reason number 8. Number 9, and I keep talking about this, I think real estate is one. I know a lot of us talk about passive income, semi-passive income. I still believe real estate is the most lucrative way to earn passive income, and also it also has the ability to earn short-term cash flow and long-term appreciation at the same time. Real estate is one of those that's the easiest to do that. There are other business models that can do that, but real estate is the easiest that has the ability to produce recurring cash flow revenue, and also serve as a long-term investment for buying and hold at the same time. So, and what do I mean by short-term cash flow? You can rent the apartments, you can lease your land to farm in, or you can do my favorite thing to do with real estate right now that I do a lot in US is short-term rental. Things like Airbnb, Booking.com, rent it out as in the hotel, or people that are traveling for vacation. Really, 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 real estate is great for that. All right. So number 9, we've talked about land banking already, which is the ability to buy land and resell, buy land, resell, buy land in an area that's like not known yet, that's emerging market that's coming. And then once the area develops, you sell at a higher price. So that's what we call land banking in general. And then number 10, the last reason that people are doing it, to be honest, is, and this is what I'm the most passionate about, is I feel like us black people and Nigerians, unless you're like higher income, most of us don't have the feeling of ownership of anything in the place that we go through, because from generation to generation to generation, other people have pursued land and passed it on to their kids and passed it on to their kids. And I feel like the feeling of knowing that you own a piece of this earth, like you as a black person, as a Nigerian person, you own a piece of this earth in your home country, that feeling is indescribable. And I feel like I want every black person, every Nigerian person that I know to own a land. It's extremely important. Why? Because right now there's a lot of virgin land in Nigeria. There's lands, I'm selling lands for as cheap as $600 right now. Of course, there are other lands that are expensive for like $50,000 in places like Lagos or Abuja, or even more than that. But right now, if we're not buying our own land or investing in our own real estate market, and the opportunity is clearly there, guess who is going to buy up all the land and who's going to invest? The foreigners are going to come in, they're going to buy up all the land. They're going to just keep buying and buying and buying. And before you know it, because land is power, if you want to run a business, if you need a place to stay, if you want to grow your food, if you want to do anything, you have to do it on a physical land. So if a lot of us don't own the land, now you've changed the relationship to where the foreigners are now the landlords and the owner of the land, and they get to depict the rate, they get to depict how you use the land, they get to own the power. So if anything, I feel like it's extremely, extremely important that we own as much of our land as possible. Right now, it's already happening. Like when I look in different places that I travel, in Nigeria right now, I see a lot of lands owned by the Lebanese, the Chinese, people from Europe. Like a lot of people are buying up land, and I don't want you guys to miss out on this opportunity to also acquire land in your own country. All right, guys, hopefully after watching this video, this gives you a good idea of why Nigerian diasporas are investing in real estate and why you should consider it. Obviously, there's some reasons why they're not. Number 1 is trust factor, and it breaks my heart. A lot of people have been duped in Nigeria in real estate. They've lost a lot of money. They've given, and majority of it is actually through relatives, believe it or not. Most of the stories that I hear, it's their relative, which is so sad, that duped them of their money. And then, so trust is very, very, very hard. So I'd say real estate is still, even despite all of that, despite the challenges of getting like the documentations that you need, despite the trust factor, if you do it right, you do your due diligence, you do research, or you work with someone that's on the ground that you can trust, that has a proven track record of doing this for people, and you can safely do it, it's one of the best investments ever. Now, another reasons why people are not investing, obviously the biggest one is security in Nigeria right now, with the things that's happening. As an investor, I actually think that right now that things are not perfect, as an investor, these are actually the best times to invest, because once these things gets all figured out, and once everything is great, that's not when you finally want to decide. I hear people talking about in the comments all the time that when things get figured out, when we do this, when we do that, then I'll feel confident to invest. But this is obviously, investment is a risk, obviously. But the best time to invest is when things are not perfect yet. Like when there's not an infrastructure, there's no road network, but you know that based upon what's going on, there's going to be a road network that's going to be built here soon that's going to make this land valuable. Or you already see an estate being developed in that area, or like Dangote refinery is coming in that area, or there's a lot of security issues in this area now, but once it gets sorted out and people move back in, the value is going to jump up. So to get the maximum gain in values, you want to actually not invest when things are already perfect. All right, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Please comment below. What are your thoughts? What do you think? What are your opinions? What are your concerns? Have you invested in Nigeria? And lastly, if you're looking to invest in Nigeria, I have done a lot of investing over the last 2 years in Nigeria for myself and also helping. I'm actually building an estate also in Ogun State now that has 50 diasporas that have bought into the land. I'm so excited to develop a green space area where people can relax and enjoy nature like I am here in our own country. If you're interested in any of those opportunities, I will post a link below in this video. Reach out to me and I would love to help you get started on your investments in Africa in general. Right now, I am primarily focused on Ogun State and Lagos, but eventually I will go further. But if you guys have any interest in whether you want your future home, whether you just want to buy land, whether you want an apartment to purchase for Airbnb, whatever it is, reach out to me and I would love to help you out. I am just enjoying time with my family on vacation right now, and then I'll be heading back to Nigeria in like a few weeks. Anyway, and for you guys that have supported, that have purchased land, that have worked with me in real estate, I'm so thankful for you and I really appreciate your trust and your support in me. And lastly, guys, remember, it is your time to rise and let your light shine. Peace.